So may the light of omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent surround us, encompass us, and in that light may the hosts of angels bring beings draw nigh. O Father God, we aspire to thy light. We pray with all our strength for increased knowledge of thy life and laws. And may this evening prove profitable to all. May thy children of earth be blessed with the beauty and the glory of the spiritual seers. Amen.
Amen. So, a morning broken is number 6. Number 6.
Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the sweet the rain's new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, sprung in completeness where his feet pass. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light, Eden so play. Praise with elation, praise every morning, God's recreation of the new day.
So we light our beautiful light today in honor of Mother's Day and calling on Divine Mother to be with all of us, to be with the weary world, to help us to embody her qualities so that we might, as we walk through this world, be able to bestow on others that incredible love of the Mother. And please join me in the Lodge invocation. It's on the back of your program.
May the light of Christ, shining in my heart, stand guard over my thoughts and guide my speech and actions into ways of service. May the light of Christ shine from my heart to heal the sick in mind and body, to comfort the bereaved, to sustain the weary,
Okay, now it's time for our world healing prayer. Can you hear me okay? It's good? Okay. We remember the great need of our world, and we seek to still our mind so that we come into a place of peace and deep stillness, drawing closer to God in prayer. Let us open our hearts to the power, love, and wisdom of God. By the Christ light and love in our hearts, we call to the great angels of the Christ star circle. And being still, we feel their presence and their power. And now, with all the will of our minds, with all the love of our deepest hearts, we send forth the light. And we send it forth as a great star of light, a blazing star, a star of the Christ light, lifting all hearts into the eternal heart of God. By all the power of Christ within our hearts, we send forth the light to the world. We hold our beautiful planet in the healing light of the Christ star. We hold within this healing ray the soil, the waters of the earth and the air, and all nature, especially the human and animal kingdoms. We hold in the heart of the Christ star the soul of the Americas, the soul of the people of the Americas. May the light of the Christ star shine through the hearts and minds of the people of the Americas to bring healing to mankind and reverence for all life. Now let us hold within this great healing star anyone known to us personally who is in need of help or healing, and silently we name them now. And we see them radiant within this beautiful healing light. Amen.
We give thanks for the love of Divine Mother, for our planet Earth, and we hold in the Christ star all the people of planet Earth, all the animals, all the elements of earth, air, fire and water. We hold our planet through its journey into the depths. We hold it in the light, and we ask for healing for our planet, that it may rise from the ashes into a world of light. Amen.
Thy kingdom
Rosemary has chosen a reading from White Eagle on Divine Mother. It's called Mother God in Mother Earth. You will in due time understand what we mean when we say that the key into the kingdom of heaven is love. The key is to be found in your heart. There are many forms of love and many degrees of love. And perhaps for your easier understanding, it would be easier to think in terms of the love of a mother for a child. Then translate that love to the love of Divine Mother for her child. Here is a subject worthy of your meditation. Meditate upon this love. Picture her manifesting not only through physical form, but as the Divine Mother in all nature, as the Mother Earth, producer of all life, beauty, purity, and sweetness, and of the food so bountifully given to sustain you. You could not live without the bounty of Divine Mother, and try to feel a sense of the thankfulness which will develop into worship and adoration of this supreme love and power. Think often about it. And do you not feel the impulse of spring when that time of year arrives, the divine force stirring in nature and in human nature? Then comes the festival held at Whitsun. Although that's associated in this age with the Christian church, Whitsun is a much more ancient festival than that, held throughout the ages in different places all over the world. Is it not interesting that it takes place when the moon is in Taurus, which is the sign of creation, the mother? Does this not convey to you the significance of the Mother Spirit, the Divine Mother? In all religions, a festival like this has been held. That is its significance, an outpouring of the life force, the special dispensation of the beloved Mother, the giver of life. And if you have time to read the ancient scriptures of the world, you will find they all bear the same story. In the east and the west, in the north and in the south, always it is the self-same story. Sometimes it is based purely on the physical life, beginning with the darkness of winter, which brings death to nature and famine and hardship to people, and then the spring, when the sun breaks through and life is stimulated by the sun. The ancients, you see, worshipped the things which they could see, the things on which they depended for their sustenance, for their very life. This is how the worship of the Great Mother occurred, because she, as the earth, was the giver of life. The moon, too, became the symbol of the mother, as opposed to the sun, which was worshipped as the life force, the creator. The sun was that power which entered into and gave life to matter and caused the recurrence of the seasons, the recurring springtime, and the coming again of the harvest. It was a very simple religion, but it was pregnant with the inner teaching, the truth. The Native American who worshipped the Great Spirit worshipped the whole creation of Almighty Being. Our people, by their knowledge of nature, were able to bring down the rain at the right time and had their own method of feeding the plants. They had a means of collecting a certain invisible nutrient. Let us call it the great white light, with which they would feed their crops. At certain seasons of the year, the Indians held their ceremonies, much as you have your Christian festivals. We remember the pipe of peace, which was smoked, and the smoke ascended. Indeed, was directed first to the great white spirit, to the Father who gave life to all, then to Mother Earth, the earth which yielded the brethren food, and then to the sun, from which came power and warmth. These are the three, Father, Mother, Son. They would call upon their spirit friends for cooperation. They would call upon these nature spirits and be most thankful for their help, looking to them to the development, the growth, and nutriment of their harvest. They also treated the earth with kindness. They revered the earth because she was the womb of life, the Great Mother. They sowed their corn in Mother Earth, and she produced the food without which the Indian knew that he or she would die and pass on to the great hereafter. All of this will be proved to you, we think, by the myths of the past, and in some cases by the actual stones still standing on the earth, depicting the form of a mother holding in her arms the child. They are much destroyed and sometimes crumbling away, but there still remain these faint traces of the worship of the great mother, the life giver. And so now White Eagle just entreats us to be filled with sunlight, enjoy nature, lie upon Mother Earth, and absorb the magnetism of the earth. Breathe in the air and glorify in it. Use periods of relaxation wisely and healthfully. Feel the trees enfold you as a mother. The trees are symbolical to us of the great mother. And in this realization, we can walk in the groves, sit beneath the great oaks, or an ancient banyan, or before the majesty of the cedar, and become conscious of a mother love enfolding us. And here you may draw very close, be near God's heart in the garden, where the flowers speak, the trees enfold in friendliness and motherliness, nearer God's heart in these conditions than anywhere on earth. Beloved brethren, let us rise above earthliness and see that all around us are the pine trees, symbolizing worship, aspiration, and strength. The music of the wind breathes its message to heart and mind. The great wide spirit of the universe is brooding over life. All is well.
Happy Mother's Day all, and Mother Earth. When the moon is in Scorpio, the sun is in Taurus. They are polar opposites. We are at the time of Taurus, and 3 days ago we had a beautiful full moon. When the sun and the moon are directly opposite, we have an amazing full moon. The last full moon was a Libran full moon. It was calm, serene, and balanced. This full moon whipped through the sky amidst dark clouds and light, and moments of pure, pure white, when the moon shone in her own right. The moon, as mother, holds us in her heart every day. It rises with the sun. Let us give thanks for the Divine Mother, for the Mother in Earth, and for all Mother influences in our lives. Holding in our hearts the promise of the rose as we walk barefoot on Mother Earth, noticing every pebble and thorn, soft, buttery petals, sunlit scent, and vibrant, triumphant colour. Joseph, Mary, and Jesus, the Father, Mother, Son, wisdom, love, and power are all aspects of the Trinity. The wisdom of Father, the love of Mother, united give rise to the birth of power of the Son. The forces of nature stirring in the soil, the sun, the rain, the nature spirits work together. The journey of love and wisdom, of the mother energy through adversity, must lead to the blooming of the rose. Naming the journey we are venturing out on, planting the seed, setting an intention. is a first step along the path of spiritual motherhood. We each are the mother of our children, our ideas, projects, and community, of all that we love and nurture. Motherhood is a profound journey of transformation, the journey of Isis, Kuan Yin, Mary, the story of creation, the birth and journey of the soul in its search for the key for life. The cross within the circle, the symbol of matter. The key of life is love. We hold love in our hearts. Birth or spring is usually, but not always, painful. As each flower breaks through the hard earth, as each new child enters our lives, each new project brings lessons, moments of fear, despair, anger and guilt, a dark night of the soul, the descent of Demeter to the underworld to find her daughter, a dying of the old to make way for the new. For every lost or unborn child, for every separation, forgotten, failed, or unrealized project and potential, for every difficulty and every moment when you realize your methods don't work, it is okay to give yourself permission to grieve, to let go, to love, and dissipate anything holding you or your child, your project, back. Through pain and by moving through the realms of the unknown, we can grow and find emotional balance and spiritual understanding. Mu, the motherland of man, may have been a home to a Garden of Eden. The Nicole tablets speak of the creation of earth, much as described in the Bible. The intellects or stages of earth's creation describe airy gases assembled and then solidified, only to separate again, to form the atmosphere and the waters. Soon the gases from deep in earth, the fires from within, rose, pushing land and mountains upwards above the water level, and life emerged in the water and also on the land, and man was made in the form of the Creator and was given power over the earth. The descent is a journey we take within ourselves on the path to wholeness. The spiritual rose within is stretched upon the cross. But as many teachers, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, show us the way, we learn to shift as a mother to our projects, from using power over to finding power within. And through this transformation, by making this journey of motherhood, we know the rose will always bloom if we ride with faith through Dante's Inferno, stripping away anything in the way on our path to transformation, emptying and letting go, surrendering to the unknown. There comes a point when we think we can't take it anymore, when through the pain comes a turning point, a sense of something new being born within. It is then that we are at one with the Holy Ghost, that which creates birth. The ancient Rosicrucian cross with a high bar and the rose in the centre signifies the uprising of the fire of life, Kundalini, from the base of the spine to the throat centre, from which a man or woman will, when perfected, reproduce life through the voice, the vibration of the sacred word. The cross within the circle is a symbol of wisdom, and at its centre the rose in bloom, the love, the Christ, who must crown all life with his love and glory. On rising from the ashes, allowing unconditional love to flow through our hearts, we see the gifts we have given our children, from conception to our journey through the dark night of the soul, as we come out the other side and face the sun. We awaken the spiritual energy within, our life purpose on earth. And at that moment, the rose will bloom. In the story of creation, after the tumultuous birth, came the blooming of the rose with the word, and God said, "Let there be light." Feeling the warm earth beneath our feet, breathing in the love and wisdom of the mother energy, we rest a moment and notice how our body relaxes in the loving arms of the Divine Mother. Breathing in love and light, we travel into the heart of love, and we hold love in our heart. We are aware of transformation, the moon in Scorpio at this time of Taurus, and of the Father in Taurus, the Mother in Scorpio, and the combining of wisdom and love to form power. We learn to find our own power and love within. And we move to the Earth Healing Service. Attunement for healing and earth. As we enter this time of communion, we reflect on our link with the earth and the world of nature, which nurtures us. We reflect on our link with the wider heavens and the higher worlds of spirit, which uplift us. We are linked with Mother Earth and Father Sky. We would come into the place of peace and balance in our own heart, the place of light, of creative light and love, the place of the spiritual sun. And so, in the name of Father, Mother and Son, we pray that we may work in cooperation with the angels, who are the inner life of our earth planet and its guardians. So let us rise now into the heart of the star, so that we may serve through the power of love. From the heart of the star, the Christ light flows to the world of nature, and to humankind as they walk on Mother Earth and with her creatures. Being attuned with the Christ star, we now work with the angels of the elements, the angels of the earth, of the air, of the water, and of the fire. We work first with the great earth angels. We see the light of the Christ star shining into Mother Earth, healing her creatures, cleansing, restoring balance, renewing. We work with the angels of water to bring peace and cleansing to the soul of the world. We work to assist the angels to heal all the waters of the earth, the streams, rivers, seas, oceans, and ice sheets of our planet, to heal, to replenish. We work with the great angels of the air to inspire the minds and hearts of all people with wisdom and the understanding of the true meaning of brotherhood. We work to assist the angels to cleanse and balance the air element, the atmosphere of our planet. We feel ourselves now drawn upward into the light of the sun. We are in the sun, in God's heart. We work with the great angels of the sun and of the fire element. We are one with our Creator, Father God, one with our Divine Mother, one with Mother Earth, The Christ healing light shines into every particle of our beautiful planet Earth, healing it and touching the hearts and minds of all the people, all animals, all creation. And now we hold in the heart of the star specific conditions which especially need prayer and healing at this time. We hold our whole world during this time of Corona in light and love. We hold the people and the animals and nature spirits in love. And we give thanks for this opportunity to create a bridge between the human and angelic life and to serve together under the Christ healing star. We wait quietly, and when we are ready, we enter the outer life with joy and confidence. May God bless our work. Amen. And we take a moment to love and hold love in our hearts. We give thanks for motherhood, for the Divine Mother, the nurturing energy in our lives. And just spend a moment in the silence, giving thanks to all mothers, whether they be male or female, in the spirit world or in this world. And we notice the nurturing influences in our life. We give thanks and hold them for a moment in our hearts. And as we enter our communion, we feel the love of Mother Earth. We feel our feet on Mother Earth, in balance and healing with the magnetism from the earth, the positive and negative, the balance of love. And as we walk up a winding path, we notice the grass and the flowers along the way, and the dew on the grass, the pebbles and thorns along the path. We make our way upwards to a beautiful, beautiful temple. And as we enter the temple, we are aware of the love of the Divine Mother. And we walk through the temple to the inner gardens of the Divine Mother. We smell the roses, the scent wafting on the air. We reach to pluck a rose and feel the thorn and watch as our wound is healed with pure love. We each make our own way through the garden of the Divine Mother and find in the garden a gift from the Mother, a gift that we will take with us back in our hearts to help us in our daily lives. Soft scent of honeysuckle, roses, the lily of the Mother. We feel the buttery petals of a rose. And as we just rest for a moment and pause, we see a bee drinking from the nectar of the rose, drinking for the healing of all bees, for the collective soul of bees. And like the bee, we drink from the nectar of the rose. We taste the sweetness, we feel the love and the light in our hearts, and we breathe the love, filling ourselves with pure light. Love that we can bring back to earth. And as we descend back to the temple of the Golden Rose, we take with us our gift. We take with us the love and nectar of the Divine Rose. And we give thanks to the Divine Mother. And holding the rose and the love in our hearts, we spend a moment in the peace and stillness. We rest in the love of the Divine Mother, feeling her arms around us always. We give thanks for the love of the Mother, for love in our hearts. Amen. And in the spirit of love and of the Divine Mother, we are going to work together to bring the word of love in our next hymn. And we're going to do it a little bit differently today. I will sing it through first so everyone can hear the tune. Then we'll sing it all together as one. And then we will divide this church in two parts. So from Diane and myself, one side, and Carmel and Susan the other side.
Which song is it?
Okay, it's number 237. It's the gospel in one word is love. So I'll sing it through. We'll all sing it through together, and here goes the exciting part. One half we'll sing through the first 4 words, love, 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 and the second half will start in with love, 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 love. We'll sing it through 3 times each. And it doesn't matter if it goes wrong. Feel the love in your heart. Love, 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 love. The gospel in one word is love. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Love, love, love. Love, 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 love. The gospel in one word is love. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Love, love, love. Love, 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 love. The gospel in one word is love. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Love, 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 love. The gospel in one word is love. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Love, 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 love. Gospel in one word is love. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Love, okay, and then we have Let There Be Peace on earth.
Could we say together?
Yes.
The Lord bless us and keep us. The Lord make his face to shine upon us and be gracious unto us. The Lord lift up his countenance upon us and give us peace.